Ever wonder why do I continuously attract men that are narcissists, men that are toxic? Why every time I get into a relationship, I am finding myself heartbroken? I'm finding myself dealing with chaos. Well, you have to understand that you attract the reflection of what you carry internally. The way you treat yourself is what mirror back to you. You have got to allow God to renew your mind. You have got to get to a place where you change your self-image about yourself. There's a reason why the same kind is magnetic to you. And this is where you would have to do the inner work. There's a root to that. And it is okay to sit back and, you know, take accountability. And when people hear that, it's, it makes them feel like they don't get any justice in their situation when they've been hurt, and have dealt with trauma. But when it comes to a point where it's happening back to back to back, this is when you have to look at yourself and say, what is wrong? What is it about me that I keep encountering the kind of man that want to hurt me? And understand, I know how it feels. I've been there. And those are the questions that I had to ask God. Like, what's wrong with me, Lord? I mean, I have a good heart. You know, there's why am I constantly attracting toxic relationship? Why am I constantly attracting emotionally unavailable men? Why am I finding myself in a relationship where I am not getting what I deserve? I am getting the bare minimum breadcrumb. When I was in my 20s, it wasn't hard to get into a relationship. When I was in my 20s, I didn't have that problem. And this is why, if you are looking, if you are listening and you in your 20s and you still in your youth era, understand that is going to fade away. You got to understand that there is a season in your life when you are at your highest, when you are attracting the kind of men that may want to marry you. And it depends, because there are, sadly, unfortunately, some women who literally was born into some serious toxicity to the point that they have lost their youth. But God will give it back, okay? Understand, God is a restorer. I want you to hear this. No matter what you've been through since you came out of your mother's womb, when you give your life to God and when you allow Him in, He will restore unto you everything that you have lost and give it back to you double. Do not ever, under any circumstances, believe that you are damaged good because of the trauma, because of the lifestyle that you've lived, because of your past, because of the things that you have experienced. God is, He creates beautiful, beautiful masterpieces out of ashes. So never think that it is too late. I don't care where you're at in age. I don't care where you're at in your life. Give it to God and watch what He do. He creates some beautiful stuff. I'm trying to tell you. So do not think because this is what happened to me when I was a little girl. This is, I have, this going on in my life and all of that. God can take that and turn around and turn it into something beautiful. And I just wanted to encourage you in that. But understand, whatever it is going on internally, until you deal with that matter with God, until you allow Him to show you, let Him perform spiritual surgery on you. Let Him stitch you back together. Let Him mold you back. Let Him heal you and restore you. Let him renew your mind. Let him change your mindset. Because our mindset is also what causes us to magnify certain things to us. And once you allow God to change how you view yourself, you see yourself through the eyes of God, you will begin to see life differently and things will come to you better, right? When you are attracting things that does not align with your true nature, maybe it's because you have not discovered who you really are in Christ. Maybe it's because you are still in that trauma mindset, and that energy that you are releasing is sending the same kind of people back to you in your life. You're not attracting only narcissistic folks with narcissistic men, and when it comes to a relationship, you finding yourself dealing with them in friendship. You always find yourself dealing with somebody who has a toxic trait, a familiar trait that has traumatized you. And that is why it is important that you heal. What you see externally is only reflecting what you got going on internally. And until you make the decision to choose you, to choose God, and to let go what does not serve you, you're going to keep going around the same mountain. Understand, you are the common denominator. That doesn't mean, what happened to you wasn't wrong. Your emotions are valid. Your feelings are valid. However, you are responsible for doing whatever it is necessary so that you can have the life that you deserve to have. A fun, fulfilling, pleasurable, exciting life. But it starts with you making a choice and saying, I am going to put away a relationship for a season and see what God has for me and see what God can do for me. Because I promise you, you won't be disappointed. But you are attracting those kind of men. The reason why you are an easy prey to toxicity, to narcissists, is because that little girl in you needs validation. That little girl in you needs to be reassured. That little girl in you have not discovered what love really is. And until you allow God to take the place of the man that you are given access to, you will never find out what love is. You will never get the validation that you need. God said, I will supply all of your needs. So trust him with your heart. Trust him with your soul. I know it hurts, but understand, I got stories for you. And as you follow me, you will learn and see. I'll say that. You will hear my story and you will be amazed at what God has delivered me from and set me free. So I'm not just talking because it sounds good. I am a witness and a testimony to everything I'm saying right now. So just know I'm just here to encourage you and to let you know it is not too late. No matter what your trauma is, it is not too late. No matter how you feeling right now, God can help you. I have been in some places where the pain was so deep, I didn't think I would ever come from it. And God has delivered me I'm talking about one moment I am feeling like I want to jump off a cliff, and then the next moment God is taking me through deliverance. I got stories for you. You are not alone. God is with you. He is by your side. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Remember that. Thank you for listening. God bless.